Hello everyone, welcome and congratulations to you for purchasing the Harmonic Indicator and Dashboard Scanner. And in this video, I'm just going to show you how to install it in your chart and how to apply it to your trading. So if you have downloaded it, you just go to the folder one by one and you can first copy the expert. You double click on it, you right click and then you click on copy. Now after this, you go to your MT4 and then you go to file and open data folder. Now because we have copied the expert folder, we are going to double click the MQL4 and under that we are going to double click the expert. You right click on this and then you click on paste. Now we go back and now we are going to go and copy the indicator. So right here we also go to the second folder and then we right click and now we are going to copy both the harmonic indicator and the zigzag one. Now for you to copy the two at once, you can press Ctrl A, it's going to select it, or you can press the first one and hold your Ctrl key and press the second one and then Ctrl C, or you right click and then you click on copy. Now you come here and then under the indicators you double click on it, you right click and then you paste it. Now after this you go back to the folder that you downloaded and then you go to the template and you right click on it, you click on copy, you come back to this and then you go back to the first one and then you double click on this, you right click and then you click on paste. Now we have installed the indicator on our MT4. It's the same process if you have purchased the MT5 version. It's just the same way. You just copy each folder into the right, each indicator into the right folder. Then you are going to come here, right here. Let me zoom in for you to see. So you are going to just click on this, or you can press Ctrl N on your keyboard. By pressing that Ctrl N, it's going to be doing the same thing. So right now I'm just going to click on it and then it brings this. Now you can see that you can find the indicator that you have installed right there. So you just need to do is to come to anywhere, either on any of these indicators or by the side of it, and just right click and click on refresh. Now you can see that automatically the indicators are now showing. This is the indicator, the harmonic indicator right here, and this is the dashboard. Now another way to do it is to close your MT4 totally and then open it afresh. By the time you open it, it's going to refresh and you'll be able to see it there. So that's just a very simple way to install the indicators. Now to attach the indicators on your chart is just very simple. All you just need to do is just double click on it, and depending on the version at which you have purchased, if you have purchased the limited version or the membership version, you are going to be putting your username or password here, or you are going to be putting your activation key at the very top. But this is the unlimited version, the lifetime version, and this doesn't need any username or password. So everything has been set here. I would advise that you just leave it as the default setting, but if you want to see the AB equals to the CD pattern, you can true it. If you want to see the tree drive, you can true it. But if we set them to true, it's going to make our charts to be quite too full of many harmonic patterns. So I would advise that you just leave it in that form. Now if you have the harmonic indicator as well, you can just combine it with harmonic indicator and it's going to be giving you a very solid trading system, which is what you can see right here. And so you can decide to save this as harmonic, or you can name it harmonic and divergent, but let me just leave it as harmonic. It has already been saved before, and I'm just going to click on save and I will say yes. If you don't have the divergence indicator, you shouldn't worry. You can still trade it directly without using the divergence indicator, but in my own trading system I usually do prefer combining both harmonic and divergence together. For you to be able to use this tool efficiently, you need to have good knowledge of harmonic patterns. And there's a course right there for harmonic patterns in the Forex Academy. You can register for Club 9 Forex Academy, and there are a whole lot of information regarding trading with harmonic patterns, and lot of information out there. It's quite extensive. It's also going to let you see the distinctive features of each of the harmonic pattern and how to watch out for the pattern even before they are completed, and get to know when to look out for each of the patterns, because there are some times that the patterns are going to be respected in depending on the market condition, and there are some times that they are not going to be respected. So you need to have good knowledge of harmonic patterns before you'll be able to use the harmonic indicator and dashboard efficiently. So let's just go back to the chart, and right here, this box that you can see right here are the PRZ, and you are going to be watching out for price action when price had gotten to the PRZ. But for this kind of setup, for instance, price have touched the stop loss, but the sell is still valid because we are in something that looks more like an ending diagonal structure, and then this is why we are having a divergence as at that level. So which is why you may need to combine this with divergence, and also have good knowledge of the market, so that you can make good use of the harmonic indicators. As you can see, price actually got to somewhere around the PRZ, then it's rejected from that spot. So let us quickly try to go and look at how to install the harmonic dashboard. So right here, let's go to another chart, something like this. Then you go to properties, and what we want to do is to try to make it a blank page. So we are going to turn that to none, and we are going to turn this to none, and then say okay. Now we are then going to go and change the charts to a line chart. So as you can see, now it is blank. So all you just need to do next is to go and install the Harmonic Dashboard Scanner, and then pretty well, you don't really need to do anything right here. You just need to leave it. Just try to leave it the way it is. But if you have purchased the limited version or the membership version or the PC activation version, you need to put in your key or your username and password here at the very top corner right here, which is not showing on this version, before you be able to gain direct access to it. So the Harmonic Dashboard Scanner is going to scan for the different currency pair that you have made to show on your chart. So it means that it's going to go to your symbols, and any currency pair that you have activated here to be shown is what it's going to be scanning for. So if you want it to show all chef right here, you just double click it, it's going to show it. If you want any currency pair that you want shown, you just double click on it, and it's going to scan them. And if you don't want it to scan for some currency pairs, all you just need to do is to deactivate them. If you want it to scan, it can scan any of all the different instruments. If you want it to scan the commodities, you can also activate it. It's going to scan them, and once you're done, you just click on close. So all we just need to do is just wait for it to keep on scanning all the different time frames and all the different currency pairs, and then it's going to display the chart right here. So you can, once you click on this, it's going to open the chart immediately, and it's going to let you see the harmonic pattern drawn right there. Then if you want to, by the time you finish scanning, you can use this navigation tab to go forward, to go up or back, or to the last page or to the front page. Now the sorting part is actually sort by age, and then by time frame, and then by symbol. If you want to change that formation, you can go to the settings, and you can change which one you want it to sort first right here by changing it to either direction or pattern or accuracy, etc. But it is best to leave it at age, so that the newly detected patterns are going to be shown at this very top. So all we just need to do right now is to wait for it to finish scanning. So I'm going to pause the recording and then come back to the recording when it has fully finished scanning for the different currency pairs and time frame. So now it's still scanning, but it has been able to detect some other harmonic patterns, but right now it's scanning chef JPY and 4 hours time frame, daily time frame, and exterior. So what we can do is to try to open one of the charts and then see how the harmonic pattern displayed there. Okay, right here. Now this is a good example of a pattern that just formed. So what you need to do is to watch out for price action at the PRZ area. If price breaks beyond the PRZ significantly, then it shows that there is a possibility that price is not going to be respecting that pattern and you want to discard it. But if price keep on giving you a consolidation around that point, then there's a possibility that price is going to be rejecting that zone and then reversing. So if you have the best way to be able to trade this is quite simple. If you have the money risk management tool, you can just quickly actually add it to your chart. Just add the default setting and then you'll be able to use money management effectively when taking the trade. There is a video or there are instructions on how to use the money risk management tool, and all you just need to do is draw your TP levels to where you want to take your first TP, and then you can draw your second TP possibly right here, and then put the third TP to the TP3. So what you just need to do is to take this one right here. This is TP1 and this is the TP2 and the TP3. Now don't get confused with the TP1, TP2, TP3 from the divergence scanner. As a matter of fact, let me quickly just take that away so that you do not get confused with that at all. Okay, so here we have the first TP and we have the second TP, and then we have the third TP here. So we are just going to drag it to the exact level where they're supposed to be, and in proper market condition, by the time you just click on market or sell, is going to trigger your entry. But you need to always wait and make sure that price reject the PRZ area before then taking any trade. Let's go to another chart and see. As you can see, it has finished scanning for chef JPY, and also right now it's scanning for GDP JPY right there. So this is the navigation tab bar that I told you. Now it's just in the second page. By the time you finish scanning, it's going to be on 3 or 4 pages, and then you can use the first and last page navigation bar. Let's try to open another one, possibly this. And as you can see right here, price also respected the PRZ, then it rejected it from that point. Even on the 4 hours time frame, you can see that price respected the bar formation right here and hits the TP1 before it then retraces from that spot, and there's a possibility that price is still going to go up higher and higher. So that's basically how you're just going to use the harmonic indicator, and I would advise that you use the harmonic indicator together with the dashboard, and also together with the divergence indicator. And finally, I will also advise that you have the money risk management installed on your chart, so that it will make it easy for you to follow money management and risk management, and also be able to put the TP1, TP2, TP3 easily. For instance, for this kind of a trade, the invalidation level is actually some pips away from the X level. If you don't understand how to trade the harmonic pattern, remember that you can go and watch the harmonic. You can register for the Club 9 Forex Academy and watch the different ways on how to trade with harmonic patterns right there. So you can put the TP1 here, click on add, you put the TP2, and then you click on add, you put the TP3. Put the TP3 right there, and then you can easily just click on buy, and it's going to move in the expected direction. Now, a good example, if you remember that I told you that not all harmonic patterns are going to be valid, and you need to have good knowledge of how to trade with harmonic pattern before you use this indicator. Now, a good example of such instance is this that we have right here. You can see that price actually broke significantly beyond the PRZ, which is what you can see right here. This candle right here actually broke outside the PRZ for this bearish shark pattern that we have. So this is the reason why you have the PRZ box. You need to watch out for price action, what price is going to do before you then take a trade. You need to have a confirmation of a proper rejection within the PRZ before taking the trade, so that you can increase your win ratio effectively. For the other signal that we saw on CAD JPY, you can see that we have the bearish shark 2, and then price broke above the PRZ. But if you understand price action very well, you will see that we are having something that looks like an any diagonal structure, and then this is a very good setup for you to take a reversal trade. However, for the bullish signal that you can see right here, you get to see that we also have a bullish shark, and then price goes to the PRZ and reject that zone entirely. So with that, you can then take this trade for this bullish trend that gave almost about how many pips right there. Let's say your entry was above the PRZ, and it's going to be giving you about 95 or 97 pips before the second harmonic pattern then surfaced. Now this is also a good example. You can see that price got to the PRZ, then you have a proper rejection around here for how many pips right there. The scanner is still giving us signals there for about 70, almost about 80 pips right there. So if you go back into history, you'll be able to see how you would have been able to trade with the harmonic pattern. And the good thing about it is that it does not repaint, so that you can go back into your trading system and see what happened as at the time that price was invalidated, and know how to trade that setup effectively, which is the reason why we have made it to be that it does not repaint at any particular point in time. You will see right here that price actually invalidated the PRZ with this long candle, but after that it actually went into an any diagonal structure, which is what gave this enormous sell to the downside. So I think it has finished scanning majorly. So we are going to go back to the dashboard and then try to see what has been scanned so far. So the dashboard has detected a whole lot of different harmonic patterns, and you can use that to scroll up or down to the first page or to the last page. And it's even scanned for gold, it's scanned for Brent, USD raw. Any currency pair that you have selected to be seen at the symbols is what it's going to scan right there. Let's just go to one chart again and see how it looks like. You can see how price also respected the PRZ here, and if you have taken this trade, price may have hit your TP1 or almost about hitting your TP1 at that spot, and it also respected it right there. Price respected the PRZ, and it gave roughly about 500 pips right there. Even right here, it gave roughly about 500 pips also. So that is how you are going to use the dashboard scanner and also attach the indicator on any currency pairs of your choice. So wishing you well in your trading, and don't forget, if you don't have good knowledge of harmonic pattern, you can register for the Forex Academy and watch the courses under harmonic pattern. Cheers and happy trading.